We got football one-on-one.
All right, man, we got to listen to Tua, bro. It's so complex of an offense that he has to, I guess, regurgitate and know before he walks to the line of scrimmage. Let's check this clip out.
All right, we got North Right Clamp, South Fox, H-top, pass 38, top Gumby, XP Sweat. On one, ready, break. But as you're thinking of the play, you also got to think about, okay, there's the down and distance. All right, it's second down.
You have to do that?
All right, what is the front of the defense? What's the shell? Okay, is it too high? All right, they're starting it too high, but here's the possibility of if they go to one high, this is what that thing could look like. All right, are they bringing simulated pressure? If he comes, he's coming down, he's going to the middle. Okay, this is what the coverage could be. But you're like thinking of all of that before it happens, and then you're like, okay, does the clock give me time? I can't. Sit hut, here we go.
So, Cam, the question is, do coaches make offenses too complicated? Or Mike McDaniels, just in this sense, with Tua?
Drinking and driving will change your whole world. The next time you're out with friends, consider what would happen if you got pulled over after a night of drinking, like the legal fees or the time in court, or a DUI on your record. Your decision to drink and drive can change someone else's world too, if you hurt or kill them in a crash. Instead, what if your decision to call a sober ride changed your world for the better? Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by Nick. I don't think it's too complex because for purposes of this video, I don't know their offense. Mm-hmm. So it's supposed to be foreign. It's not just supposed to be, 42 lead. Like, what is that? But when I hear it's literally, it's probably every offense has these principles. Mm-hmm. Identify the personnel, identify the formation, identify the play, what people are doing in that play, and identify the snap count on one-on-one. Ready, break. Okay. Does that make sense? Yeah. So when you're hearing plays, they're not calling the snap count before. Now, what you may do, you may enter the huddle and say, "Hey, man, we're going on first down on this one. We're going on first down. Hey, let's go on two. Going on two. Hey, Roger this. Roger may be code word for quick snap, or hey, we're going on express here." And then you say your play. Then, hey, on express, ready? Just like that. So when I hear that, I don't know what the fuck Northwest is, but that's probably a formation. Some of it could contingent. Northwest may be, and I don't know what he was saying, but that may be in the gun. It automatically may means under center. Yeah. You don't necessarily know these type of things. Yeah. But complexity, it does sound like a foreign language. It does. But at least my thing has always been, it's not how complex the offense is, coach, if your players don't know what to do. Yeah. Now, the other thing that I want to point out here too is when you call a play, the thing about the NFL is this: there's so many things that you have to think about as you break the huddle. What's the first thing a quarterback has to do when you break the huddle, Peggy? Find the who?
Safeties.
Find the safety. There you go, Brendan. Thank you.
Go. Oh yeah, you got us locked in.
Yeah, come on.
Right?
Coach Bug.
Because now if you have a two safety front, that play that you just said, you have adjustments that's in the whole DNA of the offense. What's an adjustment, Peggy? Okay.
What's the adjustment?
Some offenses, you may have a curl route, right? Mm-hmm. The adjustment to a curl route may be a corner route. Why you say that? Yeah. Okay, Peggy, if you get a too high shell where now you snap the ball and it's cover two, a curl route is not good in cover two.
They're going to be all over it.
You got a guy up underneath.
Is that when they call it an option route?
It's not an option. It's an adjustment.
Okay.
This is football 101.
Hello, and let me ask you another question for the people that don't. Is the adjustment the same as the audible?
It's an adjustment.
Okay.
An audible is when you change the whole play. Right. This is just an adjustment in the play. Mm-hmm. There's a difference.
And who calls the adjustment?
it's predicated on coverage. It's predicated on what the defense gives you. So if I'm breaking the huddle as a receiver, Justin Jefferson, okay, I'm getting set. The ball is snapped. I'm seeing shell. I'm seeing too high shell. The ball snapped, and the cornerback bails. The safeties roll at the last second. Is that one high or two high?
The safeties bill. You said say it again.
So when you break the huddle, you see a too high shell.
Yes, okay.
You see a cornerback right in front of you. All right, boom. Now I have a corner out, right?
Okay.
The ball is snapped. Boom. The safeties adjust. Then the cornerback bails. What shell is that?
That's too high. No, one high because the safety comes down. And
So
then the
you
safety
have
goes-
so when you're getting in preparation for the game, you have to watch what the quarterback is watching.
But so let me ask you this: how does the wide receiver and the quarterback know I'm not running a curl no more? I'm running another route.
That's why you practice, and that's why you meet.
That's
so why
tough.
you still
That's
think.
tough, bro.
That's tough.
That's in a split second. You already know what we're doing. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta know.
You gotta know.
But that's why being on the same page, it makes sense.
But
There's
that-
so many different quarterbacks that throws interceptions because receivers don't know what the fuck they're doing.
or vice versa.
Or vice versa.
Yeah, vice versa.
But that's like if a person just jump in the game
That's what I'm saying.
and it's like, damn, you gotta pay attention on the sideline.
Russell
even in practice.
Wilson, when you got your star receiver out, like, bro, but that's the thing about being in the NFL.
Next
Bro,
man
you got to
up,
know what the fuck you doing, bro.
Yes.
And everybody keeps thinking that it's about talent. No, it's not just about talent in the NFL, bro. You got to know what the fuck you're doing. Because now everybody's trusting in you to know these type of things, let alone the sight adjust.
Elaborate on side adjust.
Okay, when you break the huddle, boom. As a quarterback, I'm trying to find who.
The safety.
Okay, the safety. Now you have to identify who.
The linebacker.
The mic, right? You identify the mic to let the line know who they're sliding to.
Correct.
It's not just for the damn receivers to run out there. You got to identify who the mic is too. Because in certain
Mike
things.
is the middle linebacker.
Okay, sorry.
Mike, middle linebacker.
No, it's not the mic, just the middle linebacker. Identify the mic is identifying where the offensive line is sliding. It just, the mic,
Just
from the defensive side, it's the mic. In offensive terminology, is where the line is sliding to.
So that's not a certain position, not a person.
It is, but it's still offensive terminology. The mic, and when you identify the mic, hey, 52 is the mic. That's where the line is sliding to.
okay.
It could be the mic linebacker.
Okay.
Now, if I say, hey, 18 is the mic. Fuck 52. 18 is the mic. The line is sliding to 18.
Side.
But 52 is no longer the mic in offensive terminology because they're not sliding to. If I make 18 the mic, 52, the receiver has to understand, hey, now it takes two. These things are happening in 40 seconds. When you break the huddle, it's typically about 15 seconds that's left. So split second situations. Hey, 52's the mic. Set 180. Easy. Hey, takes two. Set 180 hot. Boom. Nobody comes. Nothing happens. They still in the cover two shell. Now he had a curl route initially. Now what's supposed to be his route now?
You said corner, right?
You said corner
There
right.
you go.
Jeez.
But the thing is like, how do y'all be hearing that shit? Like, take two. Like,
It's sign language.
and you
Like
just
when-
have to know too. Like,
Yeah,
like,
you
right?
already. If I'm
so I'm a wide receiver. I'm looking at you to pick up my sign, and I gotta see the ball getting hiked.
That's why these motherfuckers get paid what they get paid. So while y'all just thinking about it's all on Sunday, it's more, bro. If you when you're talking about playing this game at a high level, that's what makes Lamar Jackson more special. Josh Allen more special. Joe
And so when
Burrow.
they say like, because all these people, he don't know the plays or he can't read.
It's more
like
to
you
it than
gotta
that.
know.
Yeah, when they
something
hate on
to
when
be
they hate on
playing.
quarterbacks for their intelligence,
Bro.
Yeah, like,
it's
you
like
gotta
what are
know
you fucking
something.
talking
like
about?
you gotta bro. They used to say the same thing. You don't play the game how I played the game if you don't know the game.
Correct.
Just because I make it look simple, it's not simple.
Play your
bro.
games, homie.
Come on, homie.
Play your games.
Play your games, homie.
But let me ask you this. So you've been in obviously an offense that you knew, and it probably wasn't as convoluted as an offense. So the offense in Carolina wasn't as convoluted as the one in New England?
Can't say that.
All right, cool.
I didn't have enough time to learn it.
Okay, cool.
I was trying to learn a 20-year offense or philosophy
In a COVID season, off season.
in damn near 3 weeks.
Yeah, because you got signed and then, you're right. And you went to
That's what people don't understand.
in New England.
So when I say I put myself in fucked up situations, I put myself in fucked up situations. When I went to Carolina, I was learning an offense in 8 days, bro. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, we're going to fire your offensive coordinator, doggy. Yeah. Play the game, bro.
Play your games, homie.
Like, come on.
But, like, how much did that – but tell me this. Obviously, went to New England a few weeks before the season started. And then how much did that dictate of you being your instinctive play versus
I'm thinking way too
You was
much.
thinking at the line just like –
Bro, there's a play in – I'm so embarrassed to admit this, but, man, we was playing the Denver Broncos in New England.
That was the first game? No, you played Miami first game.
No, we were still in playoff contention. And Jules was still playing. Mm-hmm. I was so mentally fucked of thinking so much that I didn't even know where my play routes were coming from. Because the way he called it, and I remember it vividly. I can't remember the play. I remember the situation. And he called a play, and I didn't know whether the speed post or the bender was coming from this side or the speed post or bender was coming from this side. By the time I realized who had the bender, I already had pressure. So those was just like a 1, 2, 3, let it go to a spot. And I'm thinking too much. If I would have threw it to Jules knowing where he was, he would have scored. Yeah. We would have won that game. He was open. I didn't throw it because I didn't know where the fuck that
you held it instead of throwing an interception.
Perfect example of me thinking and quarterbacks thinking
way too much.
Way too much.
So I gotta ask you this. When was the last time Cam Newton walked up to the line of scrimmage knowing the full playbook?
First Carolina.
Like before your last few games in Carolina first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last time.
And other time you just
I'm just like, bro, I'm barely getting the plays out.
Yeah.
I'm barely understanding the plays. I'm barely understanding the formations. In Carolina, the second go around, he had a funky like snap count. Mm-hmm. I didn't use the the wide 80. It was just like ready, set. It was
funky. But I think going into your second offseason with New England, you had to play.
I was learning more.
Yeah.
But I didn't get an opportunity to really show that because they had drafted a quarterback.
Yeah.
So you talking about fucked up situations? That's what I mean. Now it's coming all to fruition. Yeah. It's like, bro, I put myself in some fucked up situations.
So with that being said, now I mean, looking back on it, would you have done something different in those instances of like joining teams, certain points?
I just wish I would have got picked up by New England sooner. Mm-hmm. And even with Carolina, it's like I would have preferred to play in Carolina an additional year.
Just so they can really
I've never had after I was released from Carolina, I never had an full off season with a team. No. The only time was New England. And that full off season led to Mac Jones being a starter.
Yeah.
Feel me? Mm-hmm. So it's not like I couldn't play. It was like, bro, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing so I could play at a high level.
Yeah. I can still throw, I can still run.
I can still do all that. I didn't like it. And then the philosophy is different. Where in Carolina, I didn't have to make the mic point, but I knew who the mic was given the protection. In New England, everything was predicated off of the mic. Mm-hmm. Where, hey, this is the mic. They're sliding here, or in some protections, this is the mic. They're sliding away from the mic. So, hey, 50 protection, which is a 5-man protection in simplistic forms, if it's, empty the gun bunch, right? Like those things, now empty, 50 protection, that mic point is also not only the person that they're sliding away from, but that's the person we're hot off of too. So it's a lot of different things that you have to learn. So being a football player, it's not just about making the one-handed catches and this. Bro, you got to know your shit, homie.
Yeah, you gotta play your games, homie.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And there you have it. Football one-on-one. I was doing this shit for a long time, Peggy.
Yeah, seriously.
Here-